What's up guys, it's Tajae here back with another Last of Us Part 2 Countdown Series video, and today we're officially 10 days away from the release of The Last of Us Part 2. Today also marks the 20th upload in a row, 20 days, 20 uploads. It's pretty insane, and you guys supporting the series has just been super immense, and I can't thank you guys enough. The series is literally exceeding my expectations. The channel growth is like 100, 200 subs a day, and you guys are just loving it, and as long as you guys are loving it, I'm gonna just keep pumping it. So thank you guys for all the love and support this far, and we only have 10 more days until we officially get The Last of Us Part 2 in our hands. Now for today's news, we actually know what's exactly is going to be inside the day one patch for The Last of Us Part 2, and this patch actually contains more than just stability fixes and bug fixes. There's actually content that's coming inside this day one patch. Now this information is actually coming from an article over on PlayStation Lifestyle, and they go on to say The Last of Us Part 2 will feature a day one patch. It's not exclusively adding the typical bug fixes and gameplay improvements either. The sequel's update 1.01 patch notes show the day one update will introduce photo mode and a couple of other interesting features. According to the patch notes via Gear Nuke, update 1.01 will add in a photo mode, concept art gallery, and model viewer. General bug fixes and other improvements are to feature in the day one update as well, alongside some extra accessibility options. Now first off, I just want to start by saying that this is actually a big W, because what's a PlayStation exclusive game without photo mode? Even like a Naughty Dog game, every Naughty Dog game on PlayStation 4 has a photo mode, so I feel like it'd be lacking and it would feel weird if The Last of Us Part 2 launched without such a key feature, especially whenever this game looks phenomenal. Like, this is one of the most beautiful looking games on the PlayStation 4, and I'm pretty sure this will definitely be ending out the cycle with a bang, being considered one of the greatest looking games of the generation. Then as for the concept art gallery, I feel like it's only right for them to have that as well, due to the fact that every single Naughty Dog game does include something like that. After you beat the game, you can look at different concept arts, you can find a way to get money and unlock them through some type of bonus system, so that seems like a given to be in the game. And then the model viewer is another really big one, I think, and that's because in The Last of Us Part 2, from what I've seen thus far, Ellie has a whole bunch of different outfits within this game, as well as there's just a lot of characters inside the cast of The Last of Us Part 2, and even characters that we really probably don't even know about yet. So it'd be dope to see all the characters and have a different, like, you know, the model viewer, and look at all the different outfits that they wear throughout the game, or see how Ellie gets damaged throughout the journey, how she gets injured, and just, you know, just look at different models that they made. Now for the file size of this day one patch, there's no word on that yet, and we already do know that The Last of Us Part 2 is a monstrosity of a game. There's been multiple speculations on what the gigabyte file size for this game is. I've seen 78 gigs, I've seen somebody who said 93 gigs, so I just went over to the PlayStation website, and it actually states that the game is 2 discs and you need 100 gigabytes minimum on your PlayStation hard drive. So yeah, I just advise you guys to clear up about 105, 110 gigabytes so you can have room for obviously the game as well as the patch. And then something else I like to tell you guys about is the official Last of Us podcast that was just launched today over on Spotify and Apple Podcast, and I have to say you guys should really go give it a listen. The podcast features Neil Druckmann, Anthony Newman, Troy Baker, Ashley Johnson, and they all just talk about, you know, the first game and how they curated that experience. I myself already did give that podcast a listen, because as you guys know, anything The Last of Us, I need to inject that into my veins immediately. I have to say it was a very good listen. I really did enjoy the episode. In the future of that podcast, they will be talking about the development of The Last of Us Part 2 as well, which is super exciting stuff. Also, for those of you who want the limited edition Last of Us Part 2 PlayStation 4 Pro, it is out of stock, but they will be restocked tomorrow, which is the 10th, on the official PlayStation website. So everybody who wants to have a chance to get one, if you didn't have one yet, this is your chance again. This should be the last chance as well. I will leave a link to the product inside the description below. Go ahead and take that link and then bookmark it, so tomorrow morning you'll be ready to buy the console as soon as it goes up. So hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. Again, we're just only 10 days away from the release of The Last of Us Part 2. It's our very last day in double digits, and then we move on to 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we'll be playing the game, which is greatly exciting. I just cannot believe that it's this close to this day right now still. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, as well as subscribe to the channel for brand new to stay up to date with The Last of Us Part 2 Countdown series. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with another banger.